Okay. Hi, my name is Malik. Hi, my name is Malik. I am an unenrolled student at Grandview University, and I would like to share with you how God has changed my life and redirected the trajectory of my life. First, I would like to pray. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for giving me the opportunity just to share my testimony with all these great people. Just give me the words to speak. Use me tonight, God. I pray all these things in your name. Amen. Before becoming an unenrolled student at Grandview, I graduated from DMAC in Auto Tech. Before DMAC, I went to Iowa Christian Academy here in Des Moines. Even before attending ICA, I would have claimed to be a Christian, but I wasn't. In my youth, I struggled immensely with anger issues, but you wouldn't have guessed that. On the outside, I was genuinely Christian-y, but on the inside, I was riddled with anger. I never wanted anyone to see my anger. I didn't want it to ruin my reputation, so I'd bundle my anger away and would release it when I was alone and away from everybody. When I was 11, I was exposed to a new release, pornography. Pornography ruined my life for a long time. This release was never enough, and when I came to college in DMAC, I tried at times marijuana and alcohol as a way to medicate. It could not satisfy me. My friend Peter, who I went to ICA with, would invite me to be part of campus fellowship community, but I would often make excuses to avoid getting involved, and if I did check things out, I would leave as soon as I got a chance. After graduating from DMAC, and before Peter transferred to Grandview, Peter started a conversation with me about the double life I was living. We stood there on the porch talking through my struggles for a couple hours. Though I was not very sober, there was something very sobering about the conversation. When I got home, the Holy Spirit revealed something to me. I knew that I was alone and helpless without God, and I knew I needed God, but I had no clue what to do or where to go. So I prayed one of the most genuine prayers I prayed my whole life, and just cried out to God, wanting Him to change me. I wanted Him to change how I was living and switch my path towards Him. Very soon after, God changed my life tremendously. He gave me a new passion for Him. I wanted to read His Word and spend time with Him. I wanted to spend time in community. God gave me an entirely new mindset on how to live my life. God freed me from sexual sin that I was bound to for so long and gave me little to no urge to pursue it at all. But if you are a Christian struggling with sexual sin or any sin in particular, have been wanting some sort of 180-degree switch, you may be tempted to get upset hearing these stories, but one thing to consider is that God never promises that we will be without sin on earth, not until heaven. This reminder has been unbelievably helpful for me in the most recent season. I have fallen back into sexual sin. I thought I would never see again. I'm tempted to think I should have everything together, and am tempted to question the Lord. Is He changing? Is He abandoning me? My life now is learning to spend time throughout my day to simply remember the truths about God. Hebrews 13:8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. James 1:17. Every good and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. My life now is about working to remind myself who God is and what He is doing through these struggles. James 1:2-4. Consider it a great joy, my brothers and sisters, when you have experienced various trials, because you know the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its full effect, so that you may become mature and complete, lacking nothing. I have struggled, I am struggling, and I will continue to struggle. But knowing God isn't about being perfect. Knowing God is about seeing how great He is for not only paying for my sins on the cross, but His continual grace in that though I run from Him and hide, though I rebel, though I kick and scream, when I don't have my way, God continues to bless me and keep me. God continues to use me. Last thing I would like to say is, if you are a Christian and you're struggling with something in your life, I want you to remember what God has done in your life, and I want you to remember He is always right there, even if sometimes it doesn't feel like it. He never changes. His promises are real. His promises are true. I encourage you to run to him. And if you are not a Christian, I also encourage you to turn to God and genuinely ask him to help you. God is seeking after you. If you have questions or just need to talk, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or a person who invited you. Thanks.